Episode 15, Whispers in the Shadows. The morning sun crept gently through the high windows of Silver Dragon Dojo, spilling golden light across the polished tatami floor. The air inside the great hall was calm, but within Master Ryuzen's heart, there was no peace. He sat cross-legged in meditation, breaths measured, presence unshakable. To anyone passing by, he was an unmoving mountain. But his thoughts turned like hidden storms.
Those eyes, that power.
He remembered the arena, Shin's pupils vanishing, the white blaze, the golden aura like a dragon roused from ages of sleep. It had stirred awe and fear, even in Ryuzen. At last he opened his eyes, resolve set there, sharp and final.
It is decided,
he murmured.
They will not wait another week. Tomorrow at dawn, Shin, Taro, and Kenji will depart. The road is long, and destiny will not slow for us. The boy's path leads beyond these walls.
He called for his assistant.
Prepare travel packs,
he said.
Food, blankets, spare robes, thread and salve. They leave at first light.
The assistant bowed. Yes, master. And with that, the course of 3 young lives shifted. The dojo prepares. By midday, whispers threaded every corridor. The boy with the white eyes is leaving. Master Ryuzen sends him away. He goes with Taro and Kenji tomorrow. In the training yard, bamboo swords slowed as gossip passed like wind. Some disciples spoke with admiration. He fought Ryuzen to a draw. He'll return stronger. Others muttered with relief. He's cursed. Let the world deal with him, not us. Shin heard the voices but gave them no weight. He folded his GI carefully, the cloth crisp beneath his fingers, and set it into a neat bundle. Across the room, Taro hummed as he packed dried meat, rice balls, a small jar of pickled radish he had liberated from the kitchen.
Big trip ahead,
Taro said with a grin.
Maybe beautiful women, maybe treasure, maybe trouble. Probably all 3.
Probably all 3,
Shin echoed, tying his pack closed. The door slid open with a bang. Kenji strode in, eyes wide, voice already rising.
Tomorrow? As in tomorrow morning. You can't spring this on a man with knees like mine.
Taro nearly dropped his satchel, laughing.
Relax, Kenji.
Kenji cut him off with a sharp glare.
Don't relax me. I'm Master Ryuzen's assistant. That means I watch over you too. You're my responsibility. If you come back in pieces, it's my head he'll take first.
Taro blinked, then smirked.
So you do care?
I care about not being executed for your stupidity.
Kenji snapped, though the edge softened at the corners of his mouth.
I'll complain, sure, but I'm bringing you both back safely. That's the job.
Shin's eyes warmed.
Thank you, Kenji.
Kenji huffed and looked away. A soft voice came from the doorway.
Then start by carrying this.
Mika stood there, arms folded, a sly smile tugging at her lips. She handed Kenji a bulky pack stuffed with rice, blankets, small tools, and a flint kit. Kenji staggered under the weight, straightened, and muttered,
This dojo will be the end of me.
Before hitching the pack higher with a resigned grunt. Taro laughed again. Shin allowed himself the smallest smile. Mika's gaze shifted to Shin, worry hidden beneath calm.
Be careful,
She said quietly.
the world beyond Hoshinawa isn't forgiving.
Shin gave a small nod.
I will.
A memory of October, 1st. That evening, as the lanterns glowed and the halls settled into hush, Shin lay awake, watching the ceiling beams. Tomorrow they would go. The road would open and not look back. His fingers slipped beneath his pillow and closed around a small shape. A wooden charm, a dragon curled into a circle. October 1st, his birthday, 12 years old. It had been only days ago, but it already felt distant, like a warm room glimpsed from a winter road. Mika had carved the charm herself, rough in places but carefully shaped. She had pressed it into his palm, her cheeks pink.
It's not perfect,
She whispered.
but it will protect you.
Taro had shoved a leaf-wrapped bundle at him, grin wide.
Sweet rice cakes. And if you eat them without me, I'll fight you on the spot.
Kenji had tossed a small scroll at him with his usual scowl.
My training drills. If you ever forget how to block properly, learn from me for once.
And finally, Ryuzen had rested a heavy hand on his shoulder. His voice had been softer than Shin had ever heard.
12.
He said,
Still a boy, yet walking a path few men could endure. Remember, even dragons must crawl before they soar.
Now, in the quiet, Shin held the charm against his chest. He breathed deeply, steadying himself.
October 1st.
He whispered.
I'll make it matter.
The departure. Dawn arrived with silver mist. The dojo assembled at the gates, breath fogging in the cold. Red leaves skittered across stones, caught and carried by mountain wind. Shin, Taro, and Kenji stood shoulder to shoulder, packs ready, faces set. Ryuzen faced them, his presence firm as stone. His eyes moved from one to the next, pride and worry tempered into iron.
The road ahead will test your bodies, your wills, and your very spirits,
He said.
Do not falter. Trust one another. Grow together. That is my command.
Shin bowed deeply.
Yes, Master.
Taro clenched a fist, grin bright as flame.
We won't let you down.
Kenji lifted his burden higher and sniffed.
If they get themselves killed, I'll drag their ghosts back so you can scold them properly.
A ripple of laughter moved through the crowd. Even Ryuzen's mouth twitched. The great gates creaked open. Beyond, the wide dirt road, the dark press of forest, the pale ribs of distant mountains. The world waiting. Villagers lined the roadside. Some offered blessings in low voices. Others turned away, resentment buried like knives. Shin stepped first. The dragon charm thumped lightly against his chest as he walked. Taro matched his stride with careless swagger. Kenji brought up the rear, muttering about maps, weather, and idiots who forgot to pack extra socks. The gates closed behind them. The road took them. Whispers in the halls. After they were gone, the dojo did not return to quiet. Whispers clung to the beams and corridors. He will come back a monster. He will come back a hero. He will not come back at all. Ryuzen sat alone in the great hall, hands folded, eyes closed. He listened to silence until it settled inside him like a stone at the bottom of a river. Then he rose and began to sweep the floor. In the shadows of Iron Fang. Far away in the crowded heart of Hoshinawa, a hooded figure slipped through market noise like a knife through silk. He passed merchants, guards, and gossiping elders, then vanished into a narrow lane that led toward tall, iron-tipped gates. Iron Fang Dojo loomed ahead, severe and cold. Inside, torchlight smoked against the stone. The spy knelt low and pressed his brow to the floor. "My lord," he whispered, "the stray and his companions have departed. They are beyond Ryuzen's walls." Silence answered him first, sharp enough to cut. Then footsteps, slow, certain. Master Gendo rose from the shadows as if he had been carved from them. His hands settled behind his back. His gray eyes gleamed like knives. "Shall I gather men?" the spy asked quickly, hope and hunger braided in his voice. We could end them now. No one would know. Gendo's smirk was a small, cruel thing.
No,
The word landed like iron.
let the boy walk his path.
He said, voice smooth as cold steel.
If fate grants him strength, let him seize it. For when Ryuzen and Kenta stand before him again, they will not simply defeat him.
He leaned closer, the smirk tightening.
They will crush him utterly.
The spy swallowed. As you command,
Keep watch,
Gendo said.
but do not act without my word.
The hooded figure rose, retreated, and was gone, as if the shadows themselves had opened to swallow him. Gendo stood alone for a moment longer, listening to the torch hiss. Then he turned away, already imagining the next clash, already sharpening it in his mind like a blade. The world beyond Hoshinawa stretched wide and merciless, and while 3 young travelers set their feet upon it, unseen eyes had already begun to follow. End of Act 1. Act 1 ends here. The storm has begun, the dragon has stirred, and the road ahead will change everything. If you felt the tension, the battles, the rise of something greater, now is the time to show it. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're ready for what comes next, comment below. Next arc. The upcoming arc will be darker, more intense, more dangerous. But it will only begin once we reach 10+ comments requesting it. If the call is strong enough, the next chapter begins immediately. If not, the journey resumes in 2 weeks. The choice is yours. And before you go, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the continuation of the audio series. The next arc won't just raise the stakes, it will ignite them.